Hello, it's Lynn Watts again here, and I am going to talk today about three books that you could use as you are teaching career-based lessons. First of all, just as a reminder, careers are generally divided into five different categories, and those are creative careers, helping careers, STEM careers, business and leadership, and then technical and trade careers. The first book that I want to share with you today, which is a great book by Andrea Beatty. She's written several books all around different types of careers. This one's called Rosie Revere Engineer. So this is going to fall into the STEM career category. Um, and this particular one, just like all of the ones that she has written, are very creative, kind of whimsical, but they tend to highlight careers that maybe kids don't really understand or know very much about. So the career of an engineer, and in this case, of course, it is a girl, Rosie, who is interested in this particular career. So as the book starts, she is interested in being an engineer because she likes creating all kinds of gadgets and gizmos, as they call it in the book. And she creates quite a few. Many of them don't work very well. And she's not much appreciated by anybody in her life in terms of these creations. And in fact, one of them goes so bad wrong that she decides that she won't make any more until her great great aunt Rosie shows up, who, or actually, her aunt's name is Rose. Is it Rose or Rosie? In any case, they have very similar names, and it certainly appears that she probably was named after him. She shows up on the scene, and Rose, I see it now, great great aunt Rose. She was a true dynamo who'd worked building airplanes a long time ago. So, obviously, during the war, she was someone who helped with the war effort by building planes. And now she comes around to encourage Rosie Revere to follow her interests, her skills, and her dream of being an engineer and creating things. So they work through a failure, and her great aunt encourages her to not give up, even though the um, machine that she created doesn't work as well as she had hoped. And her great aunt says, yeah, but it did work. It did fly. All right, which was the goal. So it has a lot of really good lessons in here, not just about what is an engineer, but also about following your skills and your interest, even when others are perhaps not very encouraging of that. So, Rosie Revere Engineer is a really great book about careers. The other two books are written by the same author, and they're both guessing books. So they would really be good with the younger group. They're both written by Sharon Katz Cooper. The first one is Whose Hat Is This? And of course, it has lots of different um, professions or careers, and shows their hat, and you guess whose hat it is. Like the first one is, of course, a fireman's hat. Okay. And so not only could you, however, have kids guess who it is, and some of them are going to be a little harder, like this one right here. Um, whose hat is this? And it turns out to be a beekeeper. All right. So you can not only have kids guess what the career is, but you could also guess the category. So, of course, a fireman is going to fall into the helping profession. All right. And a beekeeper. Now, that's an interesting one. I would say that's probably more of a business type of a career. Right. So, good book there. Whose hat is this? The other guessing book written by the same author, Sharon Katz Cooper, is Whose Vehicle Is This? So again, it shows you a picture of a vehicle, and you can have kids guess what the career would be of the person who is driving that vehicle. The first one is a school bus. All right. So, um, and you could, of course, then have kids talk about which category it falls into and what the person who has that career, what do they do. So again, some great books that you can use to support a lesson on teaching kids all about different careers. So thanks again, as always, for listening.